Alone at Christmas. Once upon a time at an orphanage a girl had a dream. Her name was Elizabeth and she was 8 years old. Her family had died when she was just 2 years old, so she had been alone for quite a while. Throughout the year she did not think much about her parents, but at Christmas she could not help it. She missed them, even though she never really got to know them. Family was a part of Christmas and she was alone. Every day in December she walked to the town city hall and looked at the Christmas tree that was placed in front of it. It was at least 13 feet tall and had lights everywhere, and the best of all, a big shining star at the top. She could sit and stare at that tree for hours and think of how it could have been. One day, the 24th to be exact, she walked to the city hall like she used to do, but after sitting next to the tree, an elder couple sat down next to her. At first she just looked at them. Who were they and why would they waste their time on her? The man hesitated, but then he asked for her name.
Elizabeth was not sure if it was a good idea to talk to the couple because she did not know them, but she told them her name and her last name, which was Johnson. The woman shed a tear and Elizabeth was confused. The man started to smile and then told her that they were her grandparents. They had been looking for Elizabeth since her parents had died, but for some reason no one would tell them what orphanage she was placed in. Elizabeth was speechless. She now had a family. She was not alone and she never had to be again. That day her grandparents adopted her and she celebrated Christmas with them at their house. Today Elizabeth is in her late 20s. She lives in a small village with her lovely husband and their 3 children. Elizabeth still sees her grandparents and they celebrate Christmas together every year. Even though many years has passed, she still remembers the days at the orphanage and the day her grandparents found her. Snowflakes outside are falling to the ground. Elizabeth looks outside. The snow always made her smile. She turns around and walks across the room to the Christmas tree where her family awaits.
And now to the analysis of our story. Settings. The story takes place at an orphanage in an unknown city. The city hall in this city is where most of the story takes place. Characterization. Elizabeth is 8 years old when her grandparents find her. She's a little orphaned girl and her parents died when she was 2. In the story, we're not told much about her appearance, but we're told a lot about her thoughts about being alone. To be found by her grandparents was the best thing that ever happened to her. Type of narrator. We have used a third-person narrator. The story is at first being told in the past, like a flashback, and in the end it is present. Symbols. A symbol in this story could be the Christmas tree. It symbolizes Christmas, joy, family, and getting together with people that you love. Theme. The main themes in this story is Christmas and family, and how important it can be for some people.